back to Pwn TV. Where we left off, I was actually finishing the Phase 3 Escutcheon shield for Final Fantasy XI, and I'm now currently working on the Phase 4 Escutcheon shield. That is this beauty right here. Once I do a million different things to the shield, I can upgrade it to its final form and be done. There's really nothing else as of this update that I can do to the shield other than this particular quest that I'm currently doing. So one part of the shield upgrade process is getting craftsmanship from 0% to 100%. That's going to give me the item that I need to actually finish that part of the quest line, and then I have to do a bunch of other stuff, which I'll make a whole nother video about. But for this video, I'm just going to make a quick little video regarding my experience leveling up craftsmanship from 0 to 100. So anyone who's been doing the Escutcheon shield, this is something you have to do on every single phase. You have to get craftsmanship to 100. And I particularly think that at least in the last form, this particular form, getting craftsmanship to 100, it is difficult in that it's time extensive. All of the upgrades are really small numbers of upgrade, like plus 0.05 or whatever on your craftsmanship. It's really slow. But there are some tricks that I learned that can help you get this thing up faster. The very first thing, obviously, is you have to do the craftsmanship upgrade skill. And so in this particular quest, on the item it says, do journeyman or craftsman recipes. And as far as I know, I have one saved for that. And that's actually, let me actually save this rod as well. So I actually favorited all these so they'll stay on here while I'm doing this video. And the one that I think that is the Journeyman or Craftsman is this one, Dark Steel Ingot. So I'm just going to go ahead and craft one of those really quick. Now, unfortunately, I didn't get a high quality scent, so I'm not going to get like that awesome 0.15 or whatever it is. But I'll get a decent number. 0.07 is half that, but it's better than nothing. But, you know, the rule on craftsmanship upgrades in this questline is you can't just keep spamming the same thing, right? I think there are exceptions to that rule. If the same entire quest flag on the item is still the same as it was before, I would say just go ahead and recraft the item. But since it went ahead and disappeared, see, I'm trying to tab over to the back of this shield description, and there's nothing there. So the bonus effect wore off already. So I'm just looking at a shield with just regular stats and no bonus effect. So at that point, I'm just going to go ahead and try to get HQs. Since I don't really have a mission on my shield for my next synth, I'm just going to try to HQ something. And the best thing to HQ is like the level 1 through 10 smithing or whatever your guild might be, if it's goldsmithing, whatever. The early amateur rank synths are probably the easiest to HQ. So I'm just going to go ahead and pick one, and I'll go ahead and try to get an HQ. And here we go. I have an HQ right off the bat. It's pretty easy HQing the amateur synths because you have 100 plus skill level higher than what the synth requires, so you might HQ more often than not. But things that help you HQ, there are a few. One of them is actually wearing off, so I'll get to that. But basically, if you look at my icons up here, I have Ionis effect, and I am in an Adeline zone, so Ionis is active. That's going to help me not break on my synthesis when I try to do a high-quality craft. It's not going to break as often. Because of that Ionis effect, it's giving me that extra bonus. Also, for my food effect, I'm using a very cool food effect called Coconut Rusk. It's just as good, almost, as the Kitron Macron that I have been using to level up from 1 to 110 on my craft. I use the Kitron Macron, but to get HQ stuff, I use this, and it doesn't help my HQ rate, it helps my HQ break rate. So I actually succeed on my HQs more than I break on them, and that's all it does. Just like Ionis, it's just another Ionis effect. So I have those two, and then last but not least, to actually get higher chances of high quality sense, I need to have an imagery support that's going to actually physically raise my skill level a few levels. I think it's maybe 5 or so, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's going to really help me get up there on my smithing in this case. So you can see now my 110 smithing is capped, but I have the imagery effect and all the gear on, so that doesn't show up, but it is still there. It is present, and that's going to help me get all the HQs that I really need. So I'm going to check the shield one more time before I do another craft and see if I have, yep, Journeyman and Craftsman recipe. So let's go ahead and go back to, what was it, Dark Steel Ingot, and go ahead and drop that guy again, and it's an HQ this time. And yeah, that doesn't mean I get a bonus ingot or anything crazy. I mean, if it were lumber, it does give me an HQ, and I'm salty about it, but since it's ingots, it doesn't. But I still get a decent craftsmanship upgrade right there. And honestly, now that I'm not seeing the 0.15, I'm pretty confident that this isn't a craftsmanship journeyman, a craftsman journeyman recipe, so that's kind of awkward, but you know, no big deal. The idea here is just to kind of grind through several different crafts, none of which that you do back to back, and just try to get HQs. Just try to get HQs. And so low level crafts over and over again. And that's going to help you get that number up there. I mean, getting a 0.1 is acceptable in my opinion. Getting a 0.05 just as acceptable, honestly. I would like to see higher numbers, but I've only ever really seen 0.15, I think is the highest I've seen so far. And that's really getting an HQ with the bonus on the item, like craft using a fire crystal, craft at night, craft on Fire's Day, do whatever, you know, whatever your bonus is. It changes so many times that it's really hard to actually keep doing it. Like crafting between 1800 and 6 a.m., that would actually be active right now that I have that. So anything that I craft right now, since it is technically between those times, will work. But of course I'm going to need a fire crystal. I brought some clusters, so I have that. So pretty much anything I HQ here is going to give me a decent reward, since the bonus is crafting during nighttime. So I might see a 0.10, 0.1, or a 0.15 or something like that here. 0.7, okay, 0.07. It wasn't a high quality synth that time. I think if it was, that would have been pretty sexy. And the bonus might have disappeared already. I think it does. No, it's still there. Okay, so yeah, basically crafting anything at night. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Boom. Let's do a bronze dagger. Damn, no high qualities. That's unfortunate. Well, you can't always high quality stuff, right guys? Let me see how many times back to back I can actually keep that that tag on the item. Craft using 3+ materials. Oh, that's gonna be easy, isn't it? Like everything I have saved here is more than 3 materials, pretty much. Let's see. Okay, bronze cap +1. That's 3 materials. Damn, it didn't hate high quality. That's lame. That's so lame. Anyway, you get the idea, guys. Try to craft the low-level stuff, get the HQs up there, and tackle all the bonuses on that shield, and you'll get that number up there in several days, several weeks, several months, a long-ass time. And then, after you get to 100, you might actually see another video on Pwn TV when I finally get to 100 and do the next step. Thank you for watching my video, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.